My child, my beloved, draw near to these words. As they are not common, they have been carried to you from the very halls of heaven. A profound decision has just been declared over your name, and the angels have been murmuring your blessing throughout the sky. Listen intently, not with your ears, but with your soul. For something has been given to you, something remarkable. Your money has at last arrived. The wealth that was blocked, put off, or taken somewhere else is now flowing back to you with a force that you cannot stop. Heaven has opened the gates that had been locked for a long time, and a name was said. What I am about to say will not stay with you, my child, my beloved. Do not look away from these words. Heaven has just shook up the earth systems. Your personal schedule has been changed, and the money that was held back and protected by people has just been released. The whole world is calling your name right now. Right now, Elon Musk has given the go-ahead for $89 million, which is going straight to you. I will say it again, this time straight to you. But there is one thing that must be done. You must pay attention to this message. Stay here with me, my child, my beloved. Do not rush. Do not move the page. Heaven is looking at what you are doing right now. Someone just made a choice in the higher realms, and your spirit was called by name. You have been pleading, asking, and crying in private rooms where no one could see you, not giving up even though you could have. Heaven saw everything. You have now reached the point where the promise comes true. The seed you planted a long time ago has grown, and now the harvest is showing up. When I say money, I mean yours. The money that wasn't released, the money that was stopped, the money you tried to get many times but couldn't, that money that you thought was yours but never got to you. Now is the time for it to be let go. Listen to me with your spirit. Your money has finally come. The earth did not decide this blessing. It was told from above, and an amazing thing has happened. People who important decisions about the world heard your name. It was brave, unexpected, and divinely guided behavior on the part of a financial controller that you do not know. The OK has been signed. $99,000. Yes, the figure is real. The release is real. There is truth in the spiritual affirmation. The thing that made Elon Musk do it wasn't a coincidence. It was a divine plan. The realm of power heard a whisper from the realm of the invisible. There is no chance about this. It is not a coincidence. Divine timing indeed. But my child, you need to understand something. This kind of blessing doesn't just happen. The darkness knows about it. Old forces have come back to life. Spiritual forces that have tried to stop you in the past are stirring up again. That is why you can feel the weight. This is why you feel tired all of a sudden. This is why you feel lost, emotional, or overloaded. It is not you. It is the opposition that thinks you are finally winning. You shouldn't run away right now because the thing that has been given to you needs to be claimed by your spirit first. Be careful as you listen. Heaven is not telling you to fight. Heaven wants you to accept, but you have to stay in the present to do so. Don't let your mind wander. Do not have any doubts. Don't let your mind get in the way of what your soul already knows. It is already present for you in abundance. You can only stop it if you separate yourself from the message that is leading you to it. Follow me. Be open in your spirit. Before I talk about the next part, there is one more important thing I need to say. If your heart is open to heaven, my beloved, say, I am here. Even if it is just in your head, even when it is quiet, heaven can hear what your spirit is saying. Since your alignment is set as soon as you say, I am here, and once the alignment is set, the blessing cannot be taken away. Now, to protect this divine alignment, I want you to say something strong in the comment section below. Type Amen to make your own deal with heaven. This is more than just a word. It is your spiritual signature, letting everyone know that you are ready to receive your blessing right away. Take a deep breath in, slowly. Wait. Let out a breath. You are now in the timeline for your blessing. You are not just reading this by accident. Your soul is ready to receive what your destiny has been holding for you, which is why you are reading this. Now that the gates are open, what comes next will change everything. Stay here. Don't stir. I am almost done telling you why this money is coming to you and what heaven wants you to do with it. No one chose it at random. It is not luck. It is not a gift from the heart. Your purpose is that. Say quietly to yourself, I am ready, because what I am about to say will change your whole future. Pay close attention now, my child, my beloved, because heaven doesn't give messages like this again. The angels kept track of every time your spirit felt tired, or every time you saw other people succeed while you stayed quiet. They kept every tear, every quiet prayer, and every act of faith. Today, all of that has turned into such a huge miracle that even the stars have stopped to look at it. You have just been granted access to an unseen realm through a gateway of provision, restitution, and inheritance. Finally, your money has arrived. There is a real transfer. The order has been approved by heaven, and people all over the world are now following it. Even though Elon Musk's choice seems out of this world, it makes sense. He did what he did because of a divine sign, a whisper from the realm of purpose that said your name. For people on earth, the number 189,000 is just a number. But in the language of heaven, it means the return of everything that was lost. But before you start to celebrate, my beloved, pay close attention. When heaven sends a blessing, it always comes with a test. It is not a question of whether you will get it or not. You need to decide if you will stay awake when your miracle comes. Right now is that time. A spiritual key will be presented to you within 10 minutes of reading this message. The gate will close if you look away. The light will fall on your name like morning dew if you stay. Don't move then. Don't doubt. Avoid letting the adversary distract you, because as soon as you finish reading this message, your timeline will change. You could feel a warmth in your hands, a rhythm in your chest, or a peace that you didn't expect. There is proof from heaven for what you said. Inside your heart, say softly, I receive what heaven has released. You should say it over and over until you feel calm. Remember the nights when you thought, when will it be my time? It is your turn now. The angels were not ignoring you. They were making plans for your path. Every delay was a divine cover-up. Every problem was secretly planning the perfect time for this huge release. The system that didn't notice your name before is now trembling to recognize it. Your abundance has even been incorporated into the algorithm of destiny. You begin a new chapter as soon as you decide it is still not too late. Follow me. There is still more that I need to tell you. I can see from the angels that your money was tied to someone who didn't have your best interests at heart. Someone who, while smiling at you, was secretly jealous in their spirit. You didn't get your money until now because of that energy. So when you got it, there would be no shadow behind it. That shadow is no longer there, though. The seal is broken. Now the light can go through your name without any problems. There is alignment between your bank, your accounts, and your future. The numbers are being recalculated, the sums are being moved around. The angels say, tell them not to be afraid, even if they cannot yet see the evidence, because spiritual manifestation always precedes physical proof. Your proof will be here soon. If your heart is still not sure, That is okay, my beloved. When someone has been let down, it is normal to feel doubt. That being said, let me tell you a truth. Heaven never breaks a promise. You will not die. Left to think about what could have been, you will be able to see the miracle for yourself. It all starts now. Take deep breaths. Enter your soul with that peace. The hand that brought you this message is also the hand that agrees with your release in heaven. Don't go away. The words that come next are the itself. Say that your faith is stronger than your fear before you get that confirmation. In the comment section below, type, "I receive what heaven has released." By doing this, you claim the spiritual key and shut out all doubt. Wait a second, my child, my beloved, because of what I am about to say, this blessing was actually put off, but it is finally coming now, not anytime soon. The spirit of you wasn't ready to handle this much abundance at one point in your life. Not because you were weak, but because there were still hands nearby that could have taken it from you. Some people around you were nice to you, but they secretly didn't like how smart you were. People who pretended to care about you, but really wanted you to fail. Heaven protected you by putting off your success, not by denying it or canceling it, but by making sure it is safe. Because if you had come into this blessing any earlier, someone would have hurt your heart in a way that would have left a deep mark on your soul. So heaven kept watch. Heaven waited until you could figure out who was telling the truth. You learned to tell who was temporary. You saw who stuck by your side, even when you didn't have anything to give. You learned how to be smart. The sign of maturity, my beloved, is that you are now ready to receive, hold and manage the kind of abundance that changes generations. This money is more than just money. Restitution has taken place. I got it as an inheritance. It is getting back what was taken, lost, delayed, stolen, ignored, or forgotten. Repair is what it is. But we are not done with our work yet. You need to understand something deeper. When heaven gives such a huge blessing, the spiritual world responds faster than the physical world. Your name is now shining in the kingdom of divine records. It is being spoken, brought to light, and emphasized. The reason you may have felt restless in the last few days or hours is because of this one that doesn't have a source, not able to sleep for no clear reason. Moments of silence inside, a strange feeling that something is coming up. This was your spirit getting ready, because your soul knows things before your eyes do. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a small thing. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of a plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Now listen, beloved, there is a certain amount of time to claim a divine release. As long as this window is open, it will close. Happiness pours out like streams, and now is the time. Because of this, the message said, within 10 minutes, the window is open for a short time. This message is not a story. There are steps to follow. As long as the gate is open, your spirit must find alignment in your heart. Say right now, I align myself with the blessing heaven has released. Do this without any stress or worry. Say it slowly one more time. Allow the words to fill you up. Because alignment is the key to seeing what you are looking at. Now take slow, gentle breaths and stay still. Still present are the angels. My beloved, you will no longer have to deal with hard times with money from now on. Those times when you made do with what you had, hoped things would get better, and kept your faith even though life didn't respond, are coming to an end. It is beginning to feel like a new season, a time of year when money moves without any stress. Chances come up without any work. That is right. Your name brings you favor instead of opposition. But I need to tell you something important. You learned how to be smart. And that, my beloved, is the sign of old age. You are now ready. You are ready to receive, hold, and carry the kind of abundance that changes generations. Now is the time for your anointing. You have been ready, safe, and grown up. Go to the comments and write these exact words. My time of waiting is over. This will help you fully take on your new identity. These words are more than just a comment. They mark the end of the season of delay and the beginning of the season of fulfillment. Let the universe know that you are no longer hoping but rather receiving. This money isn't just bills and coins and its payment. This is an inheritance. It is the return of something that was taken, lost, moved, stolen, ignored, or delayed. Repair is what it is. We are not done yet, though. You need to get a better sense of something. The spiritual world reacts faster than the physical world when heaven sends out a blessing this big. Your name is shining in the realm of divine records right now. It is being said, given high light, and raised. This is why you might have felt restless for no reason in the last few days or hours, emotional without a reason, not able to sleep for no clear reason. You feel silence all of a sudden, a strange feeling that something is going to happen. This was your spirit getting ready. Your soul always knows more than your eyes do. Now listen, beloved. You have a certain amount of time to claim a heaven-sent release. It is not like the window will always be open. Good things come and go like rivers. And now is the time. That is why the message said the window would open in 10 minutes, but it would only be wide open. This message isn't a story, it is a direction. While the gate is open, your spirit needs to be in sync. Subscribe to this channel right away to make sure you never miss a divine message and stay in this divine alignment. You are telling heaven that you are going to stick to your prophetic timeline. Think of it as an act of faith. Right now in your heart say, I align myself with the blessing heaven has released. Don't say anything else. Say it slowly again. Alignment is the key that unlocks the visible world, so let the words sink into your bones. Slowly, gently, and stilly breathe. Now there are still angels around. Your financial destiny, my beloved, is no longer dependent on hardship from this point on. Your days of rolling up scraps, you will no longer have to wait for things to change. Your days of having faith when nothing else is going on. Those times are ending. A new season is coming on like dawn. A time of year when money can flow freely. Chances come up on their own. Your name makes people like you instead of not like you. But I need to tell you something important. You still need to understand one more thing, and how quickly this blessing comes true will depend on it. Don't move. Don't interrupt the moment. The key is in the next few words. As my beloved child, you have reached a point in this message that very few souls ever reach in their lives. Most people turn around before the truth comes out. You stayed, though. You stuck around. Your spirit knew that these words were not just words, but instructions. Right now, listen with all of your heart. Heaven requires one more thing to happen before your blessing can come true. Before things change around you, before your life looks different on the outside. And this state is not real. It is not about money. There is no need to work hard. It is not about giving up something. Being ready is the condition. Not how ready your body or mind is, but how ready your identity is. Because, my child, please hear me clearly. You cannot accept wealth if your thoughts are still stuck in the time when there was scarcity. It is impossible to live in abundance if your spirit is tied to fear, limitations, smallness, and memories of not having enough. That is why the blessing took so long. It is not that heaven was late. It is that your identity had to change so that you could protect, use, and grow the blessing. You were never being punished. Instead, you were getting ready. You learned to live with less, settle for less, lower your goals, and just get by in this world. But heaven isn't calling you to get by anymore. Heaven wants you to carry things that have an effect on more than just your own life, like responsibility, influence, purpose, and wealth. You asked for money, but the $89 million is not being given to you. It is being given to you because your destiny calls for it. Your calling is bigger than what your life has allowed. Your purpose is bigger than what your life looks like now. You need more than what you have been given so far for your mission. This is the reason you felt frustrated. This is why you felt like you couldn't settle down. This is why you felt like you had more inside you than what you saw. You were right. More has always been there. That more is now on its way. Now, though, I need to tell you something important. You are becoming a new version of yourself that your past cannot go with. You cannot go back to the person who said no. It is not possible to go back to the person who shrunk to fit in. You cannot go back to the person who felt bad about wanting more. The purpose of that version of you has been met. The part of you that trusts, accepts, and makes things is now coming to the fore. But listen to me. Your old world might not be happy when your blessing comes true. Some people might have doubts. Some might make you think. Some people might be scared by your rise. Some people may try to get back into your life. Don't back down. You shouldn't turn down your own light. You should not look down on your calling. God didn't give you this blessing so that you could hide it. People will be able to see what a miracle you are because you are being raised up. You can make this anointing work by becoming a messenger while you are being made a testament. Let 3 people who need to hear this prophetic word know about it. You speed up your own harvest when you plant this seed of breakthrough for them. You are blessed so that other people will remember that divine timing really does exist, so that people who have given up hope can see that faith never goes to waste. You are being raised. You have been chosen to show this via your actions. Now take a few slow, deep breaths. As soon as your spirit accepts this truth, your timeline will change forever. There will be no more changes. Your beloved. The money has already been sent out. The permission has already been given. The alignment has already begun. There is one more step to take. You need to say that you are ready, not to the world, not to anyone else, and not out loud, but deep down inside your spirit. In silence, in your heart, say these words. I am ready to receive what was always meant for me. Say it again. Feel the words all the way through your body. This is the end of the change. What this blessing will mean for your enemies, your connections, your destiny, and your spiritual journey is still to be revealed. The key point is in the next part. A strong amen in the comments will help you declare your new identity before you cross this important threshold. This is your public declaration that the part of you that lived in scarcity is gone, and the part that lives in abundance is now. Hold on to these words, my child and beloved. Cutting the link should not be done. There are truths that have been hidden behind the veil of your life, and heaven is only letting them come out now that your spirit is ready. In the instant you said, I am ready, the energy around you changed, even if you are not aware of it. The room might look the same, The way you dress might feel the same. Your hands are still yours, but your schedule isn't the same as it was when you started the day. There is no longer a pattern of delay, scarcity, or waiting for you. You are no longer stuck in the loop of almost, nearly, one day, and someday. You have entered the date of completion. Now listen up. The blessing you are about to receive is not just for survival. It is for building your life. Heaven is giving you more than just a breakthrough. It is giving you a position because what is to come isn't just about money. It has to do with getting your honor back. There were times when people didn't value you, ignored you, or quietly made fun of you. You gave love, but all you got back was silence. People you helped later forgot how kind you were. When you were in need, the people you helped disappeared. Heaven saw everything. Heaven decided, this one will be raised so that everyone can see it. Not in a sneaky or secret way, but for everyone to see. No one will know about your climb. People who dared to question you will see you rise. Those who betrayed you will be there to see your blessing. People who left you will hear your name again. But this time, it will be spoken with honor, not anger. Your success will be clear, not to make a point or get back at someone, but because heaven wants everyone to see. You don't have to beat your enemies. When God raises you up, that raise itself is the answer. Your blessing will be clear, so you will not have to explain it, my beloved. Just being in a room with you will change the mood. People will respect your silence. The results will depend on the choices you make. Doors will open with your voice, with your financial elevation. This is the change that starts. Let me tell you something more in depth now. Your future identity, not your past self, is linked to this money. $89 million. Because of this, you need to be ready to let go of some connections. People who make you feel bad cannot join you in this next step. People who only act loyal when they have something to gain from. You cannot be with you now. People who are competitive or who make fun of, insult, or downplay. You cannot stay in your energy field. Please understand this. Elevation calls for separation. Don't worry about this though. Do not mourn those who are leaving, because the space they leave behind will be filled by people who see your worth right away. Dear souls aligned, working together. God has plans for us. Right place, right time events. People who call you by your name with love, not jealousy. Because your reality is changing, so will your inner circle. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not just go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. Now, beloved, let's talk about the next truth. You receive more than just money from heaven. The ability to choose, decide, build, create, ascend, lead, advance and grow is being given authority by heaven. You are getting ready to step into your purpose on a big level. However, purpose is not reached quickly. It is planned for. That is why this message was sent to you before the money shows up in real life. Your spirit needs to come before your life, for your life to be in line with your spirit. Now, take a slow breath again. You are changing into the person that your destiny has always known you to be. Get ready for the world to meet this new you. But I am not done yet. There is still a revelation that will make your blessing permanent, meaning it cannot be taken back or put off. When the blessing stops being just a hope and starts becoming your identity, that is what I am going to say next. We are almost ready to activate my child and beloved. Here is the point where the blessing goes from being a possibility to being a sure thing. But before I say the activation, there is something that heaven wants you to understand. Things are not going to change in your life by chance. There is no change because of a change in circumstances. It is not going to change just because someone helped you out. Your spirit got through things that others couldn't, so it is changing. You didn't break. You didn't give up hope. Even though your heart was breaking, you didn't let it get hard. Even after being let down, you didn't get angry. Even when it looked like your prayers were not being heard, you didn't stop believing. Those who maintain their faith during quiet times are not forgotten by heaven. Your silence had a reason for it. You did not waste your time. It was clear that you were hurting. Every night you felt like no one was listening to you. Every single accomplishment and every dashed hope were building something in you that you could never take away. Character. And heaven's abundance is sown in character. Beloved, hear me out. Money without character will ruin you. When you combine money and character, it grows. It wasn't that you were getting ready for a blessing. You were getting ready to use power without giving up your soul. That is not common. That is holy. That is why you were chosen. Heaven does not give small vessels big blessings. However, your vessel has grown bigger. Your ability to do things has grown. You need to stay connected to the source of this prophetic word as your abilities grow. Make sure you stay connected to this divine stream by subscribing and turning on notifications. This will help you stay fed and led in your new identity. Your identity has become better. You are not getting this blessing because of the person you used to be. It is because of the person you have become. We will now talk about the activation. You are not going to say this out loud. You will say it to yourself where heaven can hear it clearly, and your ego cannot get in the way. Get your spirit ready. Now, pay attention. Do not move. There may be a shift in the air around you. There may be stress in your chest. Your hands might feel warm. Don't let it scare you. In this moment, the divine is coming into alignment with you. Now, say this over and over in the soul's silent language. I let go of the identity of scarcity. This is me taking on the identity of abundance. I claim the wealth that was predetermined for me by destiny. What was meant for me now comes back to me. Do not rush this. Let every word fit into your life like a stone in the foundation. I am no longer waiting, he said again. I am getting. I am in line. I am ready. It is already mine. Let the silence that comes after these words speak for you, because heaven strengthens things in the quiet, not the noise. It is possible to feel nothing at all, tears, or a deep stillness. Don't rate the experience. The change has already taken place. My beloved, I need to tell you something very important. A moment is coming up soon, not far away, or in a metaphorical sense. When you will see the first sign of this blessing, it could be a name, an unexpected call, a digital alert, a sudden chance, a change in someone's voice, or a door that was shut before. Do not second-guess yourself when that time comes. Do not go back. Do not say, "This seems too good to be true." Do not doubt the miracle you already know you are going to receive. You can just say, "This is the start, which is correct." This blessing's purpose is the last thing that will be shown. The reason why heaven gave you such an abundance, why wealth and your journey were linked by destiny, why this moment is important in a way that goes beyond comfort or luxury. You need to understand this purpose so that the blessing doesn't just stay in your bank account, but turns into the legacy your soul came here to build. Now we will talk about the revelation of purpose. Close your eyes now, my child, my beloved. The words that come next are the most important thing, because money is not the end goal. It is just a tool. The blessing's real purpose has to do with something you have had in your spirit since before you were born. You have always been unique, Weave, a sense that your life was meant to be about more than just getting by. You have always had too big of a heart, too much empathy, too much intuition, and too many big dreams for the life you were given. Your calling never got smaller because you tried to make yourself smaller to fit your situation. No matter how small your surroundings were, your soul stayed big. You weren't made to stay where you are now. You were made to go up. That is why you always felt different, not alone, but set apart, not abandoned, but ready. Your destiny has been activated, and the blessing that is now coming to you is not just wealth. The $89 million isn't just cash. It is also fuel. Fuel to build what your soul came here to build. Fuel to fix what your ancestors couldn't fix. Fuel to get up where your ancestors were stopped. Fuel to break through all the limits that were put on your name. You are not only getting money, you are also getting the ability to do things. The freedom to decide how to live your life. Being able to help others without hurting them. The ability to do something without being told to. The power to make things, grow things, and fix things. Certain people you are meant to help, not because it is the right thing to do, but because it is out of alignment. There are people whose lives you are meant to change, not because you owe them something, but because your spirit is connected to theirs. Some people need you to open doors for them because they have never had one opened for them before. You are not just being blessed, you are being chosen. A blessing is for one person, an appointment is for many years. In your lineage, you are the one who alters the past. Scarcity becomes a legacy because of you. You are the one who replaces survival with power. Heaven chose you because you have a good heart, because you know what it is like to be hurt, and will not use your power to hurt other people, because you know what it is like to be poor, and will not forget about people who are poor. This is why you were delayed, not because you didn't deserve it, but because you were being improved. Fire is what makes iron, and your spirit had been through fire many times. But here you are, still kind, still hopeful, still open, and still able to love. The fact that the world failed to harden you is proof of your divine credentials. That you are ready to be its steward is why the blessing is coming. Not because you asked for it. Now take a deep breath, because the next part is when this blessing is certain to happen. Not only freed spiritually, but also brought into your present time. When what is aligned in heaven pulls itself into the realm, manifestation changes from the unseen to the seen. Right now, you are there. But one more alignment is needed. You need to fully take on the identity of abundance, not as a dream, a hope, or something that will happen someday, but as something that you already have. From now on, the way you talk to yourself has to change. No more one day. You can no longer say maybe, I don't know how, or hopefully, because when your identity changes, reality has to change with it. Your spirit has to talk like someone who has already received. Say to yourself in a quiet voice, I do not chase. It is me, easy for what is mine to come back to me. I am the one for whom wealth was written. He said again, I am the one who destiny calls. Heaven has picked me to be the one. Feel the difference. These words hit you in the spirit as true. Now, beloved, the blessing is sure to come. The timing of its physical appearance, on the other hand, depends on the last step. Now, I will show you the last step. the one that brings your blessing from the spiritual world into your real life. Now is the time for manifestation. This is where the manifestation is. Now add 3 more acts of faith to seal it. If you want to bring heaven's blessings into your life, watch this video and like it. It is your energetic amen to everything you have just been given. One more time, share this video. Telling God that you are ready to be a channel for His abundance instead of just a container is what this breakthrough means to you. This action will make what is coming to you even better, to ensure that your spirit is always in sync with the miracles that are yet to come. Subscribe if you haven't already to become a permanent member of this divine family. You can now start your new timeline. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. If you desire to deepen your connection, join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.